Joining me now, everybody, it's X-Play's Adam Sessler. He's here to tell us about the latest downloadable games for the PSP and the old 360, PS3. Sorry, our first game, Flower, I'm in love with. I mean, some don't even call it a game, which I think is really unfair because there is a game here, but...
much more so than Flow, which was the game that they made, which really didn't have much of a purpose nor point.
But good luck describing that game to our viewers at home now, Adam. What is Flower?
Okay, Flower, you use the 6-axis and the motion control to control the wind to pick up petals from flowers and carry them on a wonderful, luscious journey across fields and other environments.
Dude, where's the rocket launcher? That's what all the frat guys are saying right now. I don't get it.
If they picked up a game called Flower and then inquired as to where the rocket launcher was, well, go back to drinking.
True. So here it is. The cap that we're seeing right now is, well, no one's doing anything. But if you hold a button down, you actually control the gust of wind, and you fly over fields and release all these flower petals that sort of go, and there's a whole story about clean energy versus dirty power.
Which is why I think T. Boone Pickens is actually behind this game when you think about wind power. But also, while there is a purpose, and if you're like a seasoned gamer, you want challenges to be found that you can find the depth. If you're not, it's a very relaxing game, just to watch the cause and effect of moving the controller and moving the wind and hearing this nice music.
And isn't this, to me, this is like the ultimate testament of downloadable content, because this is not something you would ever see on a retail shelf in a box. It just wouldn't exist. But for $10, you go online and you're there.
Right, and I think this is really the point of downloadable games, is that you can be a little bit more whimsical about what you're picking. You don't have to pay as much. You're not stuck in the GameStop with that guy breathing on you, telling you that you need to buy this game because they have a lot of it in stock.
And then trying to sell you a service plan for a game.
Exactly.
Just in case. Did you feel like, I felt like if this had shipped with the PS3, it would have convinced me on not only their online network in terms of downloadable content, but on 6-axis. How'd you feel about the actual controls?
It works.
Right?
I mean,
that's a big statement,
though. If they put this game in the layer box, I'd be like, oh, layer's awesome.
Oh, I get it. It works.
Yeah. I mean, no, it really shows that it can work. I guess you have to work on it a lot more. It would have been great to be there at the launch of the PS3 to really show that they're committed to the 6-axis as a functioning element of games.
Can anybody enjoy this, or do you only recommend Flower to a select few that appreciate games as art,
especially if you have like a significant other that's just like, why do you play all those games all the time? This is the one to give them and say, like, hey, give it a shot. If you are said frat boy that you were describing earlier, just go be obnoxious on
No, you tell them to pick up Nobby Nobby Boy. Clearly that is the game for brutal, violent frat guys everywhere. This is like the Madden of the art world.
Boy. When is that part? Is that next Friday?
This is from the creators of Katamari Damacy, so you know it's going to be weird.
Yeah. Apparently, they've improved the drugs in Japan since Katamari came out.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around this game. You play Boy. You see Boy right there? He's kind of squiggling around. He starts off much smaller than that. And you need to stretch to help Girl, who's up in space, because she wants to connect to all the planets. And so your length is aggregated with everyone else who has the game who's online, and Girl will stretch. It was supposed to take only 3 weeks, but it only took 1 week for everyone to give their stretching to Girl, and it opened up a new planet, which is the moon. So the moon is already available.
And the controls, which you're not seeing here, are rather weird. You're using the left analog stick to control one side of Boy, and the right analog stick to control the other, the ass end, and you're sort of eating objects, and they combined in your gutty works, and then you crap them out.
Right, and then you have kind of mutated versions of it. Now get this. This is one of the reasons, it's also a $5 game, so as we're checking out.
Sure.
I separated my back half and ate my own ass.
That is worth the price of admission right there.
I mean, there's been this thing lingering in the back of my head all these years going, just if, what if? Well, I can tell you, you can do it, and I moved on with life very quickly after that.
Levels are sort of randomly generated, confusing boards.
And very simple.
But you said it's a $5 game. Is it really a game, or is it more of just a sandbox kind of
where Flower had some intention, this one doesn't seem to have anything that's clear, but I think that's the point of it. That as the game expands, as we see more planets, something might evolve out of it. So it's not even clear how to play it at first. It's very oblique. And there's a lot of stuff that's in the, quote, manual in the game that, are in the game that aren't in that manual. So you really have to tinker with it quite a bit.
Well, download it, add your length to Girl, and it'll unlock more stuff, so help out the community. It's $5.
Help Girl grow.
Give it a try. Finally, Rockstar Games released a new GTA 4 episode. Now, this is exclusive to the 360. Nobby Nobby Boy, Flower, both PS3. Now we're on 360. It's The Lost and Damned, and what do you think?
I started to watch that Sons of Anarchy show, so I'm have this whole biker gang fantasy. Thank God this game came out, so I don't have to try it out in real life because I have to watch my
Mario, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a wonderful expansion.
It's $20.
Yeah.
So what are we getting for $20? I mean,
you're getting a sizable single-player game, and it's up to the standards of GTA 4.
Really?
You know, it's shorter, but the quality of the best is that obviously you're going to be riding a motorcycle more in this. It is so much better than any of the motorized bipedal things that you had in GTA 4.
Good.
So
and what about? So I know there's new characters, new missions, new mini games as well. There's an online component.
There is an online component. One of them is it's 2 teams. One team are cops protecting people in the witness protection program, and then the other team is on the biker gang trying to stop them from testifying about their ill doings.
I know your neighbor loves it.
Yes. So somebody chopped down the trees in front of my apartment, so I can suddenly see the street for the first time. I can look right into this guy across the street. I can't see him, but I sat there going, what show is he watching that just has this motorcycle in the middle of the screen? And went, oh, he's playing The Lost and Damned, and I've been watching him play for the past week.
And based off his gameplay, you'd recommend it? You think
I would recommend it. And clearly, there's a lot. He's really been committing to it for quite an extended period of time.
$20 is a lot to ask, though, for downloadable content, especially for an add-on.
It is, but this is Rockstar quality. This is not kind of a gimmick. This isn't horse armor or anything like that. So I would say if you have GTA 4, you have a 360, and you like GTA 4, you can't go wrong.
Well, and speaking of horses, full frontal nudity is included in this add-on.
Not just full frontal nudity, it's old man full frontal nudity.
Come on, there you go. All right. So today we've learned you can blow like the wind, eat your own ass, and full frontal old man nudity.
Typically we say it's not for kids, but for some of the young boys out there, you get a sense of your future.
Come a long way since Mario. Adam, thank you for joining us, sir. Always a pleasure. Appreciate it.